With a stomach full of Thanksgiving dinner, Lauren Gardner here, the Cicerone, welcoming you to the Gateway in Salt Lake City, Utah. This is Devotion Championship Wrestling. On tonight's card, Brother Chatwin, accompanied tonight by Kid Ref, will be taking on Eric the World Walker. In our Thanksgiving main event, the DCW Championship will be defended by the champion Andrew Sowell against Brett Buffshay. But first, we will see tag team action. The Pillars of Destiny take on Kid Bandit and Ishmael Vaughn, who are hot off an appearance on AEW Dark. We go to the ring with that match already started. And a quick volley of offense coming from the Pillars of Destiny has Kid Bandit making a tag to Ishmael Vaughn. Ishmael believing that he has the wherewithal, the intestinal fortitude to go up against these Cro-Magnon. Now looking for an assistant scoop, slam, drop right on top of Ishmael. Ishmael not looking as spry as he did just moments ago. A delayed, stalled out elbow drop. Vaughn able to kick out at 2. Titan not stopped or slowed down at all. A great continuity that we've seen before with the Pillars of Destiny as Hunter Gray is tagged in. Gray comes in, calling for a cannonball. Will he deliver? Up, over, off the ropes again, but Kid Bandit interjects himself into the fray. Meanwhile, Vaughn feigning some sort of problem with the official, allowing Vaughn to come in from behind and take out Gray. Kid Bandit using the opportunity now to show off why he's the bougiest from Beverly Hills. The man is not afraid to cut corners in the least bit. Tag is made and Kid Bandit comes back in, mocking Titan now, who has to stand and watch as his partner is being tag teamed. Vaughn scoops up Hunter Gray, plants him into the middle of the mat. He's not finished yet though. Now escaping out of the ring, Kid Bandit off the top rope, goes for the cover, but Gray kicks out. Titan ready to jump in and intervene if he was needed. However, he is not. As I said earlier, Bandit and Vaughn coming hot off of an appearance on AEW Dark. A skilled and accomplished martial artist. Kid Bandit, definitely one on my list to be watching in the upcoming year of 2022. Now slinking off out of the ring with a blind tag being executed. Vaughn goes for the cover. Gray kicks out yet again. Vaughn realizing that he has some sort of an advantage right now over the much larger Gray, trying to keep him down on the ground. We're all the same size when we're on the mat prone, but right now, it's Gray who's able to get to his feet using that animal instinct that can never be taught. Getting some arm hair for his troubles. Vaughn stops him in his tracks and throws him back into the corner. You know, I talked earlier about the continuity that was maintained between the Pillars of Destiny, but Vaughn and Kid Bandit have done a beautiful job in maintaining ring control over Hunter Gray. Bandit goes for the cover. Gray kicks out, gets his shoulder up. This match continues. The personification of Cloud Strife in the ring. Kid Bandit is definitely looking to make a name for himself, and what a big win this would be for him, being the diminutive in this match to take out a massive opponent like Hunter Gray. Gray, however, proves much too large, but Bandit uses his speed, his agility to escape and go on the offense with those great high kicks. Tag is made. Vaughn comes in, but Kid Bandit not ready to step out yet as the two using each other, building up momentum, splashing in across Gray. Gray has been in for the majority of this match, and I'm sure Titan is chomping at the bit to get in and pay some retribution to their opponents. Stomp now down to the ground. Things are not looking good for Gray. This is exactly what you want to do, though, if you're Vaughn and Kid Bandit. Keep Gray cut off from his opponent. Now with the monkey flip, but able to counter, comes up on his feet. Vaughn looking to finish things, but instead delivers a Lariato right across the collarbone of his teammate. The tag is made. Titan comes in with a stiff roundhouse. Now a sidestep back elbow. Goes for the double choke, throws him into the corner. Titan's not finished. Bringing Kid Bandit back into the ring and ready to deliver. Oh no, he was ready to extract his pound of flesh, but Vaughn able to come back on the offense. Countered and comes back again with a big splash from Titan. Comes off the ropes, comes back in, puts him down with a stiff, straight leg. Titan is feeling it, so is the devoted faithful. This is one hell of a way to spend your Thanksgiving, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. Now, Titan going for the chokeslam. Kid Bandit there to interfere, but this has allowed Vaughn to come in with a sidekick. Oh, planting Titan down with the spine buster. Vaughn makes the tag, and Bandit now on the turnbuckle like one of the 8 devils of Kimon, perched in the trees. He's looking for the Uzumaki! Nailing it soundly. This could be it for the Pillars. He goes for the cover. 2. No! Gray coming in using that freakish animal power. Lifting Bandit right over his shoulder. Vaughn able to save his companion, but is met with a stiff boot and an even stiffer headbutt from Gray. But this has allowed Kid Bandit to hit the Leaf Hurricane. Down is Gray, but Titan, the legal man, waiting for Kid Bandit to realize the danger that he has stepped into. This is it, folks. The double choke slam, aptly named the Fall from Oblivion. Good Lord. 1, 2, and that's it, folks. It's been a year since we've seen the Pillars of Destiny, and they come back with a big statement.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the Pillars of Destiny.
Don't go anywhere, folks. We will be back with more Thanksgiving action right after this.
We'll return to our story in just 1 minute, Rangers.
Salt Lake City, Utah Devotion Championship Wrestling.
Yep.
I've been there, but I'm bringing the ultimate good brother, my tag team partner, my co-holder of the World Tag Team Championship, who's right here, the Machine Gun Carl Anderson, December 4th. But not miss us live in Salt Lake City. What you got for me?
The Good Brothers, the best big man in the business.
Oh, I love
Big
when you say that.
Doc Gallows, possibly the greatest wrestler of all time, the Machine Gun Carl Anderson.
Undoubtedly.
The Good Brothers, hot as can be, are coming into Salt Lake City.
Look at that ride.
Ready to rock.
See that, baby.
Now let's get back to our story.
Back to the Gateway. We are in the ring right now with Eric the World Walker and Brother Chatwin. As I mentioned earlier, Brother Chatwin being accompanied to the ring and ringside still with Kid Ref. But Eric the World Walker, this world traveled journeyman, really making a debut here on DCW television, really wanting to set a standard here for brother Chatwin. Kid Ref, obviously with hopes and desires in 2 count there for Eric Walker. But as I was saying, Kid Ref here standing in for the normally ringside MK Bandit. I believe MK is off attending to other duties, probably with Sam Adonis. Brother Chatwin always with something to say, letting our official Sean Bertown know that he'll get back in whenever he is good and ready. Walker wanting to help him into the ring, and Chatwin reasserting that he is the one in control despite what the devoted faithful might have to say ringside. But Walker is looking to interject himself to get the ball rolling, but using Kid Ref as a human shield to the disdain of the devoted faithful. Brother Chatwin looking to still maintain some sort of dominance or at least control of his own destiny, but a stiff roundhouse. Oh, but again, looking to be the master of his domain as it is, sends Walker into the ring post. Sean Bertown now up to a 4 count, and Chatwin, oh no, come on now. Chatwin looking to welcome Walker in with a cranked patella across the ring post, the hardest part of the ring, and now bouncing his knee off of the apron. Back in, this is where Chatwin does his worst damage once his opponent has been subdued or at least set back to some extent. And right now, Eric is feeling the power of brother Chatwin. Chatwin has clearly targeted that patella and is going to, no doubt, work it to his advantage as much as he can. A sound note right from the playbook of MK. Brother Chatwin, the senior prophet, out tonight with a running bulldog, brings down Walker. He goes for the cover. 2. Walker kicks out, still favoring that knee nonetheless. And it never ceases to chill me how quiet Chatwin is outside of the ring. But the second he steps into the ring, the man becomes not unlike the brother of Moses, Aaron, being a mouthpiece for the Prophets of Destruction. Walker able to use a MMA, a BJJ defensive strike while on his back, but it's not enough to keep brother Chatwin down. Chatwin with a sizable reach disadvantage has not stopped him thus far in the bout. This started off clearly on the side of Eric Walker, and he is playing catch-up now. And I'll tell you what, brother Chatwin, after getting Walker out of the ring, has seriously put the cards stacked on his side. Now going with a half crab, beautifully employed again on that same knee that was injured outside of the ring on the ring post. Chatwin would love nothing more than to have him submit. A win by submission is always what the Prophets are looking for, an admission of inferiority, but getting to the ring, Walker saves himself on the ropes, and Sean Bertown is forced to administer a 5 count, breaking the hold, but not breaking the prophetic doom spewed from brother Chatwin. Walker now up to one knee, comes in with a right cross, blocks a roundhouse from Chatwin, comes in with a roundhouse of his own, and puts down Chatwin, all the while Walker still favoring that knee. Walker looks to finish things with the final shine, gets on top of Chatwin and goes for the cover. 2, no, not enough. Chatwin kicks out at 2. This match continues, and Walker, frustrated, he thought he had this in the bag, but you cannot count alms when paying penance against the Prophets of Destruction. Chatwin with a laser-sighted kick right to that injured knee of Walker's. Chatwin looks to finish things, but instead is met with a boot right to the face. Walker's in position, but Kid Ref has distracted referee Sean Bertow. Drenched in his Gucci, he is literally channeling the spirit of MK ringside. Chatwin now with a shot right below the equator, rolls to an inside cradle, 2, and that's it, folks. Like it or not, sadly, that's how the Prophets of Destruction do.
And your winner, Brother Chatwin.
Upsetting for Walker, no doubt in my mind, but the Prophets make good even without their spiritual advisor. With our main event coming up next, let's go backstage to talk with champion Andrew Sowell about how he's prepared to go up against the beefed up bro, Brett Buffshay.
Brett Buffshay. You know what? It takes a lot of cojones to come back to DCW, my promotion, to challenge me for my DCW Heavyweight Championship. I'll tell you what, tonight I'm gonna expose you. I'm going to expose you as nothing more than just a gassed up, dum-dum wanna-do fascist. I'm gonna take great pleasure in doing it in front of all those sheeple that you call fans. All those sheeple that boo me when I'm the DCW Heavyweight Champion. Brett, I'm gonna make you cry. I'm gonna send you home with your tail between your legs, proving once again that to them, to the sheeple, you're just not in my league.
This is it, folks, our Thanksgiving main event for the DCW Heavyweight Championship. Not the first time that we've seen Brett Buffshay and Andrew Sowell in the DCW ring, but the stakes have never been higher for Brett Buffshay. Sowell stating earlier that Brett, after his transformation and coming back to DCW, is nothing more than a beefed up wanna-do. Andrew Sowell is gonna put him through the ringer tonight in hopes of retaining his DCW championship. Buffshay throws Sowell off the ropes and puts him back down with a lariat and now a quick back elbow. Buffshay definitely with a speed advantage over the monstrative Sowell. And so far, that speed advantage is being used to a quick escape out of the ring and a bit of a timeout for the champion. A tip of the hat to referee Sean Bertow, who has pulled triple duty tonight. We've got the best officiators here in the Intermountain West. And the devoted faithful are letting the champion know what they think of his reign. I can't disagree with him, but until he no longer holds gold, you can say whatever you want, but you've got to show me the money. Sowell, a seasoned vet with more than 8 years on Brett Buffshay when it comes to experience in the ring, and it's that experience that won the championship for Sowell in the first place. The man knows his own body. He knows his own extent. I think that's a a lightning wire, but lightning cable plug, hat, or some sort of dildonic. I'm not really sure, but Buffshay taking matters literally into his own hands, exiting the ring, putting Sowell's head into the turnbuckle, now into the apron, and right off of the iron ring post, the hardest part of the ring, as I've mentioned before. Not only is Buffshay fired up, he's got the devoted faithful clearly rallied around him. Let's see if it's with a pocket full of shells. Sowell comes up and brings down Buffshay with a whoopee cushion. Always something to say. Andrew Sowell doesn't care if the devoted faithful wants to hear it. He thinks it's in their best interest. Undeterred by the devoted faithful's quarrel, he brings down the challenger right on his back, asking the devoted faithful, who sucks now? Well, right now the gold is in neither's hand, so it's not over until Andrew Sowell sings. But speaking to his experience, have you noticed, if we were looking at this like a hockey game with shots on goal, Andrew Sowell only throws shots, only throws strikes, only puts any effort into something he knows that is going to be effective, and thus he's able to maintain pace with these faster competitors that normally should be able to run circles around him. With the challenger on his heels, he throws Buffshay into the turnbuckle, into the corner, a stiff shot right to the breadbasket. Gets a warning there from a referee about a closed fist, but not needed. A closed fist with a lariat like that. Shades of Dick Murdoch bringing down Buffshay. He's able to kick out. The match continues, but he is very slow to rise. Buffshay always impressive right out of the gate, but did he blow himself in doing so, blow all that energy? Now, Sowell using the top rope not only against the throat of the challenger, but also up against the shoulder. Buffshay now coming back, looking to expend some more energy in those quick bursts, but a single hammer strike coming down at the fulcrum from Andrew Sowell. A shot that is well placed with bad intentions. With a shot to the stomach, Buffshay able to get to his feet. Now with a shot to the head, comes off the ropes. Oh my goodness! And that is the strength, the power, and dare I even say it, intelligence that the champion wields. And while on the outside, the facade of Sowell would have you believe that it is all random, that it is all chaos, that thus it's not genocide, the smirk underneath that face mask lets us know that this Thanos-esque persona is true to nature. And I just don't know if Buffshay has the Tony Stark intelligence required to take on such a foe that has calculated all the moves before even getting into the ring. And while he might not have the brains of Iron Man, he's got all the heart of Steve Rogers. Even being on spaghetti legs, he goes in for more, dodges, and is met with a drop stomp from the champion. Now moving into position, Sowell looks to finish things. 2, even with the crossface, not enough to keep a good man down, and that good man's name is Brett Buffshay. Sowell always working any angle that he can, tweaking the ear there of the challenger. Taking an opportunity always to pontificate to the devoted faithful. A captive audience is his favorite audience. Oh my gosh! You could hear not only the audible gasps from the devoted faithful, but the connection made with his L4 and L5. Buffshay is feeling every ounce of the velocity into that turnbuckle. The champ sets up and whips Buffshay again all the way across the ring, directly into that turnbuckle. Questioning the devoted faithful as to whether or not he is a deserved champ for the people, declaring they to be sheeple themselves. Once again, setting up Buffshay to whip across the turnbuckle, but this time, Buffshay ricochets, coming back with not one, but 2 lariats. Now a third right to the collarbone, brings the champ down. Buffshay imploring the champ to rise to his feet, comes in with the leaping knee. Buffshay has held his ground against Andrew so well, and this could be his chance to prove that he is more than just a beefed up pro. Sowell winds up, but is caught as Buffshay looks for the PR, but Sowell fighting back with multiple elbows to the side of the head. Now looking for the political agenda, but is shed off by the challenger, who delivers the PR. He goes for the cover. No, it's not enough to keep the champ down. It's not enough. Perhaps Buffshay realizes that he may not get another chance to execute. Sean Bertow was in position. He made the count. It stands, and I trust him with my life and with the count. And it's moments like this. If Buffshay can dig deep, he can truly separate himself and rise above the pack to prove himself as a champion. Now, looking again for the PR. Again, the multiple elbows. Sowell scoops, looks to slam, but instead, a roll-up from Buffshay. And that's it, folks! I don't believe it! That's it! Brett Buffshay upsets Andrew Sowell.
Your winner and new DCW heavyweight champion, Brett Buffshay.
Listen to that, ladies and gentlemen, a new DCW heavyweight champion crowned here on Thanksgiving Day at the Gateway. As always, I'm Warren Gardner, the Cicerone. Thank you so much for bringing us into your homes on this holiday and letting us share our talents with you. Happy Thanksgiving. Until next time, stay devoted.
Now I will kill you.